Just want to say thank you for everyone who watched part 1 of Hogwarts Exit. This is obviously part 2. So let's go and find Professor Weasley. But I think on Hogwarts Exit, I'm not going to speak as much of the cutscenes or the interaction scenes like this one.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Like a future reference, I would obviously like to put more stuff on this channel, but we'll see how we go with this, and I think I would like to complete the whole game and pull it on my channel, but we'll see how we go, and obviously if the views go good, and then we'll carry it on into the end. But then on this channel, I like to have people have say, like, if you think you want to just see me complete the main game and learn new magic tricks, and then the sides I'll do off camera, or would you like to see the sides and the whole game, like, you know, if the sides are the main story, but certain texts I'll leave on the screen for a while so you can read it in your own time. Like, what's this? Let's go to progress. Nice. Let's get collectibles then. Well, rewards for doing certain things. But let's follow Professor Weasley.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
That's so sick. Well, so his channel, people have said, like I said, you can on the chat any questions or anything, just want to say in general, just put them in, and obviously if I can say about them I will, and no, I got my flip on. And obviously if there's anything, if it ain't too bad or I can say, then fuck it, just say it, then I'll say it, you know. Yeah. No, I will put true opinions on games as well. I won't just say the good if the crap, or just say the good for the sake of, you know, because I won't say the good for the sake of it. But let's go to the Great Hall.
And here we are, quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere.
Please me, Miss Weasley went now quick. Well, Professor Weasley.
It's the heart
Wonder if she's related to the Weasleys.
Our King's Cross Station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
That's how I try not to talk so much through like scenes like this.
And you.
To be fair, but
Paths would cross
all
today
cutscenes,
before
you know.
immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Like multiple choice like this as well. I won't.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
So I should do notice his charms and then do
The map is in
Defense Against Dark Arts.
Find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
But let's back around charms casting. That's it. I admit, you know, graphics on this game, I think they are clean. I'm just hoping the game holds up, because normally certain games you have good graphics but you have shit stories or something. But that's as well on this, you know, this channel, like, you get a choice. So up of discussion, like, I could say nothing and just post them, and then you could just freely watch them without my voice and try and enjoy them. Or you can just start a quest with her, or we can do anything with her. It's all up to you. Like, you either I don't say anything from my videos, or I'll let you choose this. Like,
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
let's do this.
Very simply,
Hold R2.
one of the
Okay.
relinquish your charm. That's it.
That's a bit of a crap wall.
Now, think.
But I ain't playing against anyone, so just get them out of the way and done quick.
Very good. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I think in this channel will be up to, in a way, like people like in the comments, like the followers will be like I probably won't be talking for part 3, or I probably will. It's up to you. Like, a feedback would have, like, if you want. Like I say, if you want me to talk, I'll be more than happy to. If you don't, then I won't. But yeah, I'm on 50. Let's try and go for another 50. Ooh. Ah, fuck, that went off.
To the best of us.
Here we go.
What was that? A lot of these cool little mini games you got, you know. Like, the only downfall about this battle game, and what we'll be honest, is the fact is you can't play Quidditch. That was the one thing when the first announced it a while ago, but I was looking forward to play, like, was the whole Quidditch house cut thing. But hopefully there's an add-on somewhere we can do that.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough
Let's
chatter,
go.
folks.
Oh, she's first.
You
Okay.
will need it. This round settles it all.
Misha,
Let's try and get a 50 probably on the first one. Or shall I try and get 5? Let's go. Ooh, 30, 50, I think.
Excellent control there.
Yay, 50.
let us see this.
Like I said, most of this, like these, like I said, most of this will be the first pop series I'll do with, you know, the shared like and subscribe, and I'll keep it up, like, you know, like I did try Tiny Tina Wonderlands, but the game, to be honest, the game bored the shit out of me, so it was like, if it bored me, I weren't gonna put it on my channel, so then other people would be like, well, what I'm watching. Oh, I need 20. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, you have one.
Splendid.
But, like I said, you know, it's all up to you on this chat, obviously.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Like I said, it's up to you. Like, obviously, certain things I can't answer, but if I can, I want to think this channel is open talk for people, or, you know, opinionated stuff.
Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Well then, let's go and talk to the professor, see what he wants.
Well,
A word
You'd be
to
using
give
your
you.
own clothing to be
you
precise,
wanted
sir.
to speak with me, Professor?
You know it won't
I
work
did.
with humans.
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, An outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Like I said, this game, the graphics have been good. Yeah, level 2. Like I said, I can't be saying much bad things about this game at the minute, like, of anything here, I wonder. Like, a lot of little hidden stuff, like, what you gotta do that spell for to find, what shit, that sort of.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
But yeah, look, as well, look, the puzzles, if you want to see them on the screen, obviously on the videos, then just let us know what's in here first. Oh, it's like, stuff like that, if I would do on camera if you want. But, like I said, honestly, the choice is up to you, just. Okay. Like I said, choice up to you, is like, you know, most of this channel will be like what you suggest. I would like to finish this game on this channel, but obviously I would like to finish this game, but it depends on the views and yeah. But I would like to. Might as well travel there. But let's go to Professor Weasley, see what we've got to do with Professor Weasley. No, fence. No, it's defense against dark arts. Never mind. I thought it'd been. Oh yeah, I remember now. We had two choices. We always have a cup of tea. But like I said, it's new game. I'm playing this exactly. You know, I'm playing exactly the same time. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen as I'm doing it. You know.
Got.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Like, fair, I do like the way they've done this. How you learn new spells, like it's cool, it's unique.
Levioso.
Maybe I think that was Wingardium Leviosa, wasn't it, on the Harry Potter films?
Now, let's try something a Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the
But also in comments, just let us know, like, if you want me to talk or not. If you don't want to talk, then I'll do a pure few. Then I'll just do a YouTube channel purely on gameplay and parts on that game without any voice. But honestly, it's up to you in the chat. Like, I'm not bothered. Like, it's up to you. Like, I'll leave it in chat.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso.
Let's
basic
go.
cast, and
Let's
Protego.
beat this asshole.
You may begin.
No, a lot of the way Bo looks at they're in tributes to past films. Like, if I remember, I think it's Harry Potter 2 when Harry and Mouthboy. Remember it? But also, the combat's so smooth on this game. It's, you know, it's really so smooth.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Right, I think, like I said, now we've done
Revelio.
Defense Against Darkness. Anything there? Nope. I wonder if I can get anything off that one or something. Yeah. Nope. What about? Let's just go to the job. Let's go to Professor Weasley and see what she's got what mission we've got, or yeah, teleport her. But like I said, this whole channel will be up to the people, the viewers. Like, this game do a lot of uniqueness. Like, they've got a feature on here which I do like. A lot of people who struggle to read to a point there, you know, there's a feature on there for them where it helps them read. I think this game has got some unique features yeah, we do things got unique features. What I said, was that insult? No. Ah, there it is. Anything down here? Like I said, there'll be a lot of exploring, I think, on this. What's can I use any new spells? Ah, there you go. Can use that. Like I said, like I'll leave. Like I said before, I'll leave like the written stuff on the page on for a bit, so you can pause the video and go through it yourselves. Like, because I said I want to try and get through this game, but at the same time I wanna, let's start a quest.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
I was hoping this. I'm hoping it's been first pub series because I did start Tiny Tina, but that was such a shit game. It was, and I hate that because I do like the Borderlands series, but it was such a shit game. I think it's still on my channel now. Like I've done 1-2 parts with it. There you go. But I've only done like 1 or 2 parts of it, but I'm hoping, this goes good and we can do a whole series, this being first pop series on YouTube, and I look forward to do it. But let's see what Professor wants, and let's see what Professor wants.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Right, let's do this then. Let's create that. I'll collect the pages and then we'll collect pages, but there's only 2, and then I'll end this and then I'll end the video. Thank you for everyone who's watched these videos and for support, and I'll see you in the next video, and thank you and see you in the next one.
142 staircases, and this is where they put me.